Good afternoon and welcome to the Humidor Report. Justin here from Beaumont's very own cigar club. If you guys have been keeping up with what's been going on over here over the last, say, week or so, then you know we have had our periodic running of the bulls, as I like to call it. So yes, by the time you see this video last week, but at the time we're shooting this video yesterday, we did receive a shipment of Andalusian Bulls. And if you're even watching this video, the odds of you not being familiar with that cigar are very slim to, well, practically none. And while the bulls did what they normally do and they stampede right on through, we sold them all yesterday. So, for the record, we do not have any Andalusian Bulls right now. But what we did get is some other limited edition stuff that, with the insane popularity that still reigns over the Andalusian Bull, a lot of this stuff might get missed. So we do have some different and some other limited edition stuff from Flor Dominicana that we're going to talk about today. The main one we're going to talk about is what I have sitting right here in the center and that I have on display with the full closed box sitting up top. This is the LFD 25th anniversary. It's a neat cigar. It actually debuted at the PCA trade show in 2019, and it was celebrating not 25 years of La Flor Dominicana, because La Flor Dominicana was actually founded in 1996. The 25 years that this cigar is celebrating is 25 years in the tobacco business for Lito and Inez Gomez, the founders and owners of La Flor Dominicana. In fact, 2 years prior to the creation of La Flor Dominicana, Lito had teamed up with another business partner to create his first cigar, which was Las Libertadores. That cigar, again, had that for about 2 years, and then he launched LFD. So the 25th anniversary does not coincide with the founding of LFD as much as it does Lito's first venture into the cigar game. Now, this product here, the LFD 25th anniversary, again launched in 2019. It is still super limited release. I believe we actually ordered these the better part of a year ago. Had honestly forgotten we had ordered them, yet they showed up yesterday. So what you have with this cigar, this is going to be an Ecuadorian grown Corojo wrapper over Dominican binder and filler, all grown at LFD's very own La Canela farm. So Ecuadorian Corojo wrapper and all of that La Canela grown Dominican tobacco underneath that wrapper. It is super limited. We did get a few boxes of it though, so we might actually be able to have it around for a little while. But the main thing that got us interested in this is it was described to us as, if you can't get Andalusian Bull, get the 25th anniversaries. Well, from the looks of things, the 25th anniversaries are actually more limited production than even the bulls are, because we at least get bulls 2 to 3 times a year, and I do believe it has honestly been at least the better part of a year since we ordered these. So this is the first we've had them. They just hit the table yesterday. You can see we've already gone through the better part of half a box on those already. But it is a big gar. It is basically a fat Churchill. It's a 7-inch by 52. It is the only size that this particular blend comes in. So if you are interested in this cigar and you're not really a fan of the bigger sizes, I'm afraid there's no other options on that but this size. So that's the LFD 25th anniversary, first time here at Cigar Club Southeast Texas. Now over here to my left, this is not necessarily a limited edition product. Actually, I do believe it does live on the list of limited edition products with LFD, but definitely one that seems to be more available, and that is La Nox. Now, we know about Lito Gomez, but his son Tony made his first ventures into the cigar blending world with the LFD Chapter 1 and Capítulo 2, which you might be able to notice over my right-hand shoulder in the upper right-hand corner, the little small red and maroon boxes sitting side by side with the LFD product in the back corner back there. So that was Tony's first blends that he did himself. Those were very large cigars, and they were in that chisel shape that is very distinctive to LFD. To my knowledge, nobody else has done that chisel shape but them, so it's very much their kind of thing. So his first ventures out with that Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. This was his next venture after those two. This was released in 2015. It's a 6.5 by 50 Toro Extra, and that was originally the only size released. There has actually been, I want to say a Petite Corona, or maybe even like a 4 by 40 that came out of this, that I absolutely loved that size. I don't know if those are still in production. Now that we've seen La Nox resurface, I'm going to look look at those because those little guys were firecrackers, and I liked them a whole lot. But the problem with this one, and actually what seems to have been a problem for La Flor Dominicana since the beginning of COVID, every manufacturer has had their production issues. La Flor has really had trouble with boxes. I was even getting, believe it or not, Andalusian Bulls in bundles at one given point. That's how hard up they've been for boxes. And Lennox has been available, but only been available as a bundle purchase. Since I did not have a box that I could put those bundles in to display and sell them, I have held off until they could get us a box here. Well, lo and behold, finally, we do have a box of Lennox. So now that we've got the box, if all they can supply is bundles at this point, it's not a big deal. So one I do plan to keep around as much as we can, though it is still technically limited edition, will be definitely more so available than things such as the 25th anniversary or the obvious one, the Andalusian Bull. Now, they'll break down the Lennox. It's a Brazilian Maduro wrapper, San Andreas binder, and all of the filler tobacco is also Dominican grown at LFD's La Canela farm. So that is one thing these two products have in common. But again, this one's going to be a bit more available, and hopefully we'll be seeing it here on the shelves more frequently. Now, this has something in common with this guy over here. Now, this guy has been around since at least 2011. It's been around for a long time, but it's something we never tried. Even at the Lake Charles store after all these years, it was just never something that we picked up or even took a look at. And it's a pretty plain box, and as you can see there is no band on that thing. So for a $13 cigar, pretty plain Jane box, pretty plain Jane cigar, no band. But we decided to take a chance on them. We tried them out. We actually got a couple of boxes in of this already that we've moved through, and man, what a hit it has been. The neat thing about this, just to give you the breakdowns, Connecticut broadleaf wrapper and all Dominican filler underneath. The smell of this box is what captured me. I opened the box up and the smell hit me in such a peculiar way that I had to smoke one practically immediately. Being the La Flor product I've smoked has been fuller bodied, more of your Double Hero DL series kind of stuff. I expected something pretty robust. A lot of nicotine, a lot of spice. And when I tell you that this thing is so loaded with flavor, but still so incredibly easy to smoke, I cannot think of a cigar this mild that is this flavorful. I don't miss the strength at all. It's super easy to smoke. It's velvety smooth on the palate, no aggressive spiciness, and not a whole bunch of nicotine that's going to make your head swim either. But it does not fall short on flavor. It is super tasty. Everybody that has been smoking it has been loving it. Now, this also, like Lennox, it is on that limited edition list, but is more available than most. So this is one we're going to do our best to keep around. But as plain Jane as it looks, those looks are very deceiving. This is a unique, very, very, very cool cigar. One that really, really impresses me with its ability to maintain that flavor while still being so mild and so approachable. That means it's going to be more accessible to more smokers. People who aren't looking for a big nicotine trip or a big spice bomb can still get in on this and really see just how tasty this Cabinet Maduro number 5. It's only available in two sizes, the number 5 and the number 6. I believe the number 6 is a similar size, just a torpedoed version as opposed to the standard Toro that you see here. But man, what a winner. Like, this is one that I think even a lot of people slept on over the years. And I'm sorry that we did, because like I said, it's been a hit. I'm super impressed by it, and something I'm looking forward to having around. Now, you see we've got multiple boxes of the 25th up here, and there are even still a couple more put away. So these should be around for a little bit. But as far as Lennox and as far as the Cabinet Maduro as it stands right now, what you see is what I have. So I'll be reordering them. We should be able to get them with some frequency, but it will not be a permanent edition because of that limited edition status. We'll just have to do our best and keep them in here as much as absolutely possible. So that's going to wrap things up for this week. Just maybe some new stuff from LFD. Everybody got super excited about the Andalusian Bulls yesterday, and we appreciate everybody coming out and making those things disappear in the matter of an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours max. That all 50 of the Andalusian Bulls that we got are now gone. But there's great things left in the wake. So if you missed your opportunity on the Bull, come check out this 25th. The 25th anniversary is going to be very much like that. Same to that Ecuadorian Corojo, that Dominican filler. If you are a Bull fan, I think not only will you like the 25th anniversary, but you might even like it just a little bit better. So stay tuned. We got more content coming with you guys. And of course, we'll be back here with you next Wednesday at 3 p.m. God willing, and the creek don't rise. And until then, I am Justin, and we'll see you at the club.